Finally, she released me. "I'm so happy you're here." She seemed even smaller than she'd been when I left. "How are you?" she asked. I swallowed hard, and tears flooded my eyes. "Treva, what's wrong?" "I'm tired is all," I answered. "How about a shower before we eat?" She gestured toward the table. "Arden and Priscilla," my mommy and Dottie, "will be ready for lunch in a half hour. Afterward, you can take a nap. Your room is ready." "Denki," I said. "A shower is just what I need, and then a nap. In fact," I hesitated for a moment, "I think I'll skip lunch." I'd flown a budget airline with a 9-hour layover in New York. I was exhausted. "Please tell Mommy and Dottie I'll be down after I get some sleep." Rosene's eyes widened. "Are you feeling all right?" I wasn't, but I didn't say that. "I'm fine, just tired." "That's understandable," she said. "I'll tell your grandparents. Get some rest." As I walked through the living room, Mommy's cuckoo clock chimed the half hour. Our grandmother in Oregon had an identical one that Mommy had given her years ago. Tears sprung to my eyes as my grief threatened to bubble out of me. I took a long, hot shower. My showers in Haiti had been cold and infrequent, and they'd involved a bucket to catch the runoff to later use to flush the toilet. As tired as I was, I had to force myself to turn off the shower. I put on a pair of sweats that smelled freshly washed, climbed between the clean sheets and under the double wedding ring quilt on my bed, and let my head sink into the feather pillow. I'd met Pierre in Oregon over a year ago at Christmas time. He was close to our family friends Brooke and Daniel, who served in Haiti as missionaries. He was also friends with Ivy from when she volunteered in Haiti 7 years ago, and with our middle sister Brenna, too, from a Mennonite global gathering she and Ivy attended in Germany 5 years ago. Pierre was 4 years older than I was and had huge responsibilities when it came to his family and community. His father had been injured in the 2010 earthquake. He had 4 younger siblings. He worked at the orphanage where I volunteered. His community was overrun by gangs. While I was in Haiti, I'd suggested he apply for asylum in the U.S. He'd responded with, "And never be able to return to Haiti? Maybe my sisters and brother would be able to come to the U.S. someday, but not my parents. How could I live the rest of my life without ever seeing them again?" I'd hoped he would do it for me, but I had no idea what I was asking of him. Pierre spoke softly, his French accent thicker than usual. "Do you know how many Haitians are denied asylum in the U.S. each year?" I shook my head. "Thousands," he said. "Thousands and thousands and thousands. More than from any other country, considering how long and how often the U.S. has interfered in our lives. It seems your government would be more welcoming. But they're not. And this is a particularly difficult time." I'd been so naive when I went to Haiti. About Pierre, about his life, about the work I'd do. It was harder than I'd expected, and more rewarding. But mostly harder. Sparks had flown between Pierre and me in Oregon, and again when I arrived in Haiti. At first, I'd imagined us marrying and me staying in Haiti, but after a couple of months, I knew I couldn't make my home there. Brooke and Daniel decided not to stay either. Too many kidnappings and shootings. Too much instability when it came to supplies and health care. Instead, they decided to raise money to continue the work of the orphanage and hire Pierre to manage it. I rolled over to my side as my tears started again. Everyone saw me as an old soul and a caretaker of others. I was beyond my years. Ivy and Brenna saw me as relaxed and easygoing, which I was compared to them. I'd always